Greetings, it's Eric Bakker, naturopath from New Zealand, author of Candida Crusher. Thanks for tuning in. I have a question here from a patient in Atlanta. I think that's in America, isn't it, Atlanta? How to prevent from getting Candida. I mentioned in a previous video on how to get Candida. If you want to prevent Candida, first you've got to identify what Candida is, and how it can come about in the body. So try and look at the signs and symptoms of Candida and familiarize yourself with it. Many people have gotten very mild grades of Candida right now without even knowing about it. But preventing Candida is basically living a very healthy, natural, balanced lifestyle, eating the right kind of foods, living the right kind of low-stress lifestyle. Definitely check out yeastinfection.org, because you're going to find a lot of good information there about the right kind of foods to eat, to prevent Candida, but also to get rid of it if you've got it. So Candida doesn't really like a diet that's full of fresh, healthy foods, green vegetables, for example, lean meats, fish that are high in fats, for example. There are many good kinds of foods that I recommend to eat. So the MEVI diet is one that was recommended by the guy called Dr. Trowbridge in the 80s. Very, very good diet for Candida. Meat, eggs, vegetables, and yogurt. Fresh, healthy, natural sour yogurt. So basically Trowbridge was already talking about body ecology diets and and even paleo diets back in the late 70s and early 80s. We know that paleo diets, for example, are quite good in terms of ecological balance in the gut, particularly if you're going to put some fermented or cultured foods in there. The Paleo Autoimmune Diet, you may have read that book. It's from Mrs. Ballantyne. It's quite a good book. So a lot of these books are the same. They basically talk about eating lean produce, lean meats, grass-fed sort of meat, lots of green stuff, if you know what I mean by green stuff. Spinach, broccoli, lettuce, beans, peas, many different types of natural foods, preferably freshly grown foods, organically grown foods without sprays or pesticides. I grow a lot of my own food. I find it a real joy to grow food and to eat it myself. So don't forget the fats in the diet: coconut fat, olive oil, sunflower oil, fatty fish, salmon, herring, tuna, fish like this. These are good fishes to eat. Sardines is a very good fish. And also nuts and seeds. These are sort of quite good things to eat in the diet. These things bolster up a strong, healthy digestive system and build good immunity that will help you to prevent from getting Candida. But the big one that people don't look at often is a lifestyle factors for Candida prevention, particularly stress. Stress has an ability to really affect your immune system in a very bad way. You may want to see my series on stress and Candida. I did a 3-part YouTube series on that, so you might want to click on those and have a good look at those, or explain about what cortisol does to the white blood cells, for example. So these are unseen things that people never really think about and take for granted. So if you want to prevent Candida, you've got to make your body Candida proof. So Candida Crusher, the book I wrote last year, has got a large amount of information in it on stress and susceptibility to yeast infections. A lot of this material I've never seen before, and I started writing it after studying the work by Dr. James Wilson, the stress expert, and realizing it was the missing link preventing a lot of my patients from fully recovering from Candida yeast infection. Don't fall for these 12-hour cures, folks. These are all hype. You can't cure Candida in 12 hours. Just like you can't de-stress someone in 12 hours. You can't get someone to eat a perfect diet in 12 hours. It takes months and even years before a lot of these habits are fully ingrained. When they become ingrained, generally after 6 to 9 months, the person becomes Candida proof. This is how they prevent a yeast infection. They've made the right changes, they've powered their body up, and their body becomes literally Candida proof. So you need to look at a holistic treatment program. It's the best way to get rid of Candida and to prevent it from getting it in the first place. These are all the mistakes I made in my 20s, and a lot of you will be making out there now. Not eating the right food, and if you do eat the right food, is forgetting about the stress component. So think about that. Check out yeastinfection.org, and don't forget to do my quiz. CandidaCrusher.com. You can do my yeast infection quiz to see if you're mild, moderate, or severe with Candida. Thanks for tuning in.